What up, world? Man, I got this new Kendrick Lamar album review. To Pimp a Butterfly. One of the most unique motherfucking album titles you'll ever hear, for one. And I feel like we still in March, so it's been like less than a month since this album was even announced. It was announced as untitled. It was on iTunes. Blacker the Berry was like the only track title on iTunes. Like $20 on Amazon. Price dropped. Thankfully for my cheap ass. And then all of a sudden he announces the album. He says the title. He says it's gonna come out on the 23rd of March. And then all of a sudden people are getting it like on the 16th and a week early. And check the background. Like, I still buy CDs, man. I still love physically having the disc and the book. Um, so I just got my shit on Monday. I've been bumming it all week, along with that Bronson that you see behind me. That review will be up later on. As far as the actual tracks, as far as the content, as far as the features, as far as how I feel about the album, just like the first four tracks, man. Like at least the first four tracks, production was just fucking solid, dope as hell. And oh shit, man, like this shit is cold. I love the intro with George Clinton. The Snoop's feature isn't really abundant, man. He spits like four lines, and then Kendrick comes back in. When I first heard I thought it was cool. I thought it was different from Good Kid, Mad City Kendrick, and then as how you hear it, compare with the rest of the album and how it vibes with the rest of the album, I like it better. The message, like, he got a few different messages throughout this album. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Pride. It's a controversial topic. I don't want to catch hate for me being a white dude and trying to explain what Kendrick is talking about. Like, black people having pride in each other, having pride in the culture, you know what I'm saying, being there for one another. Everything ain't gotta be all violence and drive-bys, and you know how Cali used to be, you know what I'm saying, during like the Watts riots and shit like that. Um, and then like track like King Kunta, man, like I love the bounce to that track. Like I love that song. He's got like a Black is Beautiful track, like a Complexion, which I think Wale kind of already covered this topic with I think it was called Shades on Attention Deficit. But I mean, Kendrick killed it. He got Rhapsody, who I'm not too familiar with. She killed it. She the best feature by far. Um, and then he could, like, the dudes who be trying too hard to fit in. He addresses that type of shit. And then Mortal Man, the last track, is cold. And then the way it ends, I'm not gonna say nothing about it, but I love that shit. The for free skit, that shit was funny as hell, for one. But it had like he had like that vibe that it reminded me of like the movie Dear White People that I just recently watched a couple weeks ago. And like it was like that type of stuff was dope to me because you felt it throughout the album. And like I had seen that Killer Mike shouted out Kendrick on Twitter, and it was like right around the time that the album leaked and all that shit. And then I had heard Hood Politics, and I knew why. And Kendrick is right about that shit, by the way. Mike should be selling way more than he really is. But then like the hype machine, man. Before I even got this album, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever outlet people could talk about the album, hands down the greatest album of all time. This is the best music I've ever heard. I'm big on lyricism and punchlines specifically. So like Kendrick killed it as far as what he was talking about, but as far as like, oh shit, like I can't believe he spit that. Like, I never got hit like that, which I'll ding it on my rating slightly. Production is solid. Um, it's long as fuck. I feel like it took me forever to get through it. Also, I don't know how much hate I'm gonna catch for this. I like Good Kid, Mad City better. Good Kid, Mad City, while it had like the story throughout. You know what I'm saying? Track 1 to track 16, or however many songs is on it. You were following Kendrick on a journey. You know what I'm saying? And then it felt so West Coast. I don't really feel like this has like the West Coast vibe that I want a West Coast artist album to have. And like the MC8 feature was just so perfect for Good Kid, Mad City, and I don't feel like there's a feature like that on To Pimp a Butterfly. Um, Still like a really cold-blooded, solid album. It'll definitely be on my end of the year list. Um, but I just don't think it's as good as the hype machine wants you to think it is. In my opinion, To Pimp a Butterfly is dope. I'll be listening to this album months from now, next year. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an album I'm ever gonna go through my book and say I need to get rid of this, which I need to go through my CD book and actually get rid of some shit. But that's thinking out loud type shit. Um, so how did you feel about this Kendrick Lamar? Do you prefer Section 80? Do you prefer Good Kid, Mad City, or To Pimp a Butterfly? Um, and like also like Blacker the Berry is dope, but I don't think it's as dope as Drinks, Swimming Pools. Like I don't think he's had a single to hit like any of the singles from Good Kid, Mad City yet. And I don't listen to radio, so singles really don't impact me like they hit most people who are already tired of them by the time the album come out. So Action Bronson review soon. Like I said, I've already pre-ordered the Ludaversal album by Ludacris and the album About Nothing from Wale. Um, they'll be up next weekend. If you follow my movie reviews, man, I posted the Get Hard Will Ferrell Kevin Hart movie review. I'm gonna see Home with Rihanna tomorrow. I got Big Sean album review up. Um, Check out my own flows, man. Like, subscribe, hit me up wherever, man. Peace.